Hi, everybody. I'm Joel Simmons for another 2-minute Turf Talk. I'm very excited to still have Jason VanBuskirk with me, who is from the GreenSight company and was the developer of TurfCloud. And we just spent a little bit of time on our podcast, the EarthWorks podcast, talking about robotic mowers. And Jason, give us a quick rundown of where the industry is. You know, you and I talked a lot about on the podcast about guys, and on your website, you've got a lot of featured robotic, customers. So where's the state of the industry right now with these mowers? What can they do? Where are their limitations? Where are their expenses? And the one thing that you hit hard on the podcast was that return on investment. So share with us that in the minute here that we have.
Sure. Well, for one, the robots do a really great job in areas that are high profiled areas that you have a tremendous difficult getting to. Your clubhouse lawns, your driving ranges, your short game areas, spots on your property that need to get cut, but obviously the rest of your golf course doesn't allow for you to spend the time there. We've seen robots cutting anywhere from 3.5 inches all the way down to 0.4 inches, in rough, all the way down to fairways. And, Joel, obviously you pointed out the ROI. We spent a lot of time because naturally that's a question that we get asked quite a bit. And if you're going to use a typical fairway unit or rough unit, and then you're going to match it up against a 550 unit, a smaller robot, or even a Sierra, you're going to have an ROI savings of about $8 an acre. So every time you go out to mow grass,
Every time
you go out to mow grass, you're going to save about $8 an acre on that physical area.
So what you told us on the podcast was after the capital investment is essentially consumed within a year and a half, but you're saving $8 every time you cut. So clearly the savings in a very short period of time is pretty extensive, isn't it?
So you're gonna see that ROI kick back on you usually about a year and a half into the purchase, and there you go. Now you are free and clear of the investment, and your mower is actually making money for you.
There you go. So you've been doing this now for a few years. What's the biggest roadblock you hit when you go into a sales call and they're talking to them about an autonomous mower? What's the typical question, or what's the big roadblock to scare that one of your clients might have on this?
I would say originally it was power availability. But our engineers at GreenSight and also Husqvarna, we have solar options now. So we have solar panels that power the small mower, and we also have solar panels that power the reference station. I would say some of the other hurdles for us was, believability. Like, is that unit really going to cut this area down to my expectations? And so anyone on my team, we offer on-site demos as often as people would like them to be. And we pull up, we set up for about an hour to 2 hours, and we entertain one person or we entertain a group, and we actually demonstrate the quality of cut and the capabilities of the unit. We take them on bunker surrounds or tee surrounds or fairways or
lots of applications. Yeah.
You want to see them cut is really what it comes down to.
That's fascinating. And again, if you have a chance, take a listen to our podcast, because Jason gets into this in some great details. Jason, thank you so much. And I want to thank everybody for joining us on this 2-minute Turf Talk.